It's nice to see you. Keith Downey here at Sky Sports News. 8 long years away for Sunderland since you were back in the big time, back in the Premier League. How is the group feeling? How are you feeling about the challenge that lies ahead?
Excited, first of all, and excited and ready to go after 7 weeks. The pre-season, new signings, new squad, many things to develop. But I think the last 2 weeks showed that we stepped up, and I felt this week that the mindset shifted, and so we are ready.
11 new signings, a whole team. You could field a whole new team of new signings tomorrow, Saturday. Is that exciting for the manager, or is there a little bit of uncertainty as to what you're going to get because they're all still trying to get to know each other?
Yeah, it's still a reset. I think every season is different because we'll have a new challenge, and at the same time with 11 new players, it's an opportunity because we still have to start from scratch because the last season was the last season, and we have a new chapter, a new challenge, and it's positive to have a new energy, new creativity, a new point of view about the performance and new connections as well. So for me, it's more positive than something that we can regret because I think it was important to challenge the squad.
You said a moment ago that you've noticed something's maybe changed the last few days. Can you explain what you mean by that?
I think the players are connected with the competition and the way they work. I think they need challenges, they need this specific taste of the competition. When you are far from the competition, I think it's not the same fire. So it was the case last season before the playoffs. When the playoffs started, they were ready, and yeah, it's exactly the same. So we had friendly games. There are friendly games, and now you have competition, and it's different for them, it's different for us, it's different for you, I think, as well.
The club announced this morning that Granit Xhaka will be the captain for the season ahead. What was the thinking behind that, and also how is Daniel taking that, who was obviously the captain beforehand?
I think it's really natural because of his level, first of all, as a footballer on the grass, and his experience, his leadership, his understanding of the game. So I think it's really easy just after 10 minutes on the pitch to feel that he will be our captain. It's really easy for player, for squad, for coach, for everyone around the pitch. For Dan, it's an opportunity to grow because he's still really young, 23, and he has this potential to become a Premier League player, but you have to fill the gap between the previous experience, the previous level, and the new one. So for us as a club, as a squad, as a coach, as a manager, it's an opportunity with this new experience, this new challenge to grow, and it will be the case for that.
And just finally for me, as I said earlier, you've made 11 new signings this summer. It's been a frantic summer, really, really busy. Are you content with what you've got, or are there more signings to come?
We'll see. We still have 1, 2 or 3 positions we could reinforce, but it's always connected with the reality of the market and the availability of the players. So we'll see. 2 weeks to go. So.
Yeah. So maybe another 5 or 6.
Sure.
Thanks very much.
Hi Regis, Andy Sexton from Premier League Productions. I've heard many Sunderland fans describe this summer as crazy, with the promotion, the way you did it, of course the new signings seemingly every week. Just wondered how the manager would describe the summer as a whole.
Busy, probably is the main word, and interesting, really interesting, because the workflow was really positive. I think you can feel it in the building. We had a lot of work to do, and it's massive change, and we need to reinforce everything in the club to be competitive at that level. So the challenge is there, but the energy is really positive, and the collective work, the way we We try to solve different problems. We try to size different opportunities as well. I think it was a really positive experience.
Massive changes, like you said, both on and off the pitch as well. You know, there's been some really good news stories coming out. You know, the Louise Wallace Media Centre with the sign, of course, the mural that's just kind of got up over the last few days as well, Jimmy Montgomery's stand. I just wondered how close you see the connection between the community, the fans, and the club right now, and how important that's going to be in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's been one of the key pillars for the success last season. So I think for the club, it's just natural to keep growing, to keep connecting the people and the community with the club and the way we want to play. So this part of our identity is so important for the future that we have to invest in it. So it's really natural.
What do you think Saturday will be like for the Sunderland fans after 8 years away? What do you think it will be like for you as well?
I hope we will win, first of all, because it's our challenge, it's our main challenge. And we'll have to step up because clearly the challenge is new. We have to experience it before saying anything because we can expect different elements, tough team, tough opponent, strong players, talented strikers and so on. But at the same time we have our own identity and we believe that with the way we worked, the quality we have, we can be competitive.
I saw a stat earlier that no promoted side last season got a win until October in the Premier League. So how vital is it that Sunderland get off to a good start and get 3 points as quickly as possible, possibly even on Saturday?
Yeah, we have to break the rule.
Yeah.
It's really important. Last season we broke a big rule with 5 defeats in a row and we won the playoffs. So I think it's always a new story and you can't be just limited with previous experiences, so it's a new experience and we believe that we can hunt every single point and we'll do our best for that.
Just finally, I'm sure you noticed, but it was National Mackem Day earlier on in the week. I wondered, after a year here, how many Mackem phrases you've picked up so far?
I can understand some of them, but I can't say it.
Thank you, Regis.
Regis, you touched on it with Keith about the squad and all the signings you've made. How happy are you with the balance you've got going into the first game, bearing in mind you still have got 2 weeks of the window left?
Yeah, so far I think the connections were really positive. We felt through the different friendly games the progression of the different phases in our game. So it's always a bit difficult to anticipate the future because they are friendly games and against different opponents, different style of play. But the connection went well and I think we got to know each other on the pitch with this game model, with this identity. So at the minute I think the balance is positive, but it's always a question of the reality of the competition. So only on Saturday we'll know.
It's clearly going to be a big ask on Saturday. 2 areas perhaps. One is the forwards. How concerned or not concerned are you that you're not prolific in front of goal in pre-season? It's almost looking like you're going to have to make sure you don't concede many goals because you're not going to score many goals.
I don't know. It's always better to keep our box and our goals safe, so it's clear. So we have to defend together, to be strong on that phase, defensive set pieces as well. But through this pre-season, I think we increased the number of chances we created. It was clear. Against Augsburg, I think we created 6, 7, 8 big opportunities to score. So it's always like progression. You start from the build-up, then the progressive phase, the attacking phase, and you have the final part of the pitch, and you need confidence and references as well because it was a progressive setup with new players. And for example, on the left side, Ronaldo came late, Granit came a bit later as well. So I think progressively the connections are getting better, and for the final term, I'm confident.
You brought in Alderete and Masuaka, they come in late. You've addressed that left side of defence. Are they coming too late to be involved at the weekend?
We'll make the final decision tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Arthur and Omar came this week, so we'll see if they are ready or not. Is it for a start? Is it for just the final part of the game? We'll decide tomorrow.
You mentioned Dan Neil. It seems he's going to stay. He wants to stay. What's the conversation you've had with him?
Many conversations, because it's a big shift, and I think it's a natural shift. I think we don't have to have a big problem with this player or another player, because it will be the case for everyone to be challenged by this new journey, I think, and it's more a positive side that we have to have in our mind, rather than I lost my position maybe, but is it for 1 week, 2 weeks, a few months? We don't know. If you are at that level, it means that here you are ready to be competitive and to go through different challenges for the squad, but for you in the competition, in your position. And I think it's the case for Dan, it's the case for other players, and they are ready for that fight, I think.
And one more for me. Is West Ham a good benchmark, a good barometer for you to judge the level at which you'll need to be at to stay in the Premier League?
I don't know, because it's still tough to assess the level of the league after 1, 2 or 3 games, especially at the beginning of the league. This team will be almost the same than last season, so they have their own references, but after that you'll have your fitness level, you have your confidence level, and they don't know Sunderland. So after 3, 4, 5 weeks, I think we'll have a better understanding of the level, but the team will evolve as well. So it's a new team. I think we'll learn, we'll struggle for sure, because the league is really tough, it's the best in the world. But at the same time, we have to get every opportunities, and sometimes at the beginning, maybe it will be in October, I don't know. But let's fight and see.
How does the challenge of staying in the Premier League, becoming a long-term established Premier League club, that is the aspiration, how does that compare to getting there in the first place like you did last season?
Yeah, it will be different, and I think we need new challenges. So I repeat, it's a really positive journey, and I want to see the positive side of the challenge rather than being scared by something. Because if we think about the negative side, I think we can't move forward. So it's always a positive vibe and a positive challenge. So we have to accept that we'll suffer on Saturday, clearly. Maybe it will last 30 minutes, 35, 45. We are ready to suffer together. And when we'll have our chance to score, a chance to create chances, we'll have to catch, to seize these opportunities, because this is the level.
And do you see home form being the foundation for your season? To stay up, to achieve more, you're going to have to get those points at home.
Yeah, so always I think it's an advantage to play at home, because you know the place and you are connected with your fans. So it's always better to win points at home, but it doesn't mean that we'll give up away, because we don't know. So every game is an opportunity to win points. We'll have to hunt every point. It's really clear in our mind. No opponents will give us one gift or 1 point. So it's always a question of effort, of collective work.
And just finally, are you expecting many outgoings come the end of the month now?
I don't know. We'll see, because we are ready for everything. Just to be clear, we worked well, and I think the foundations are strong. It's really positive. The way we worked with the top of the organization and every staffs, and I think the outcome so far is really positive. After that, it's a question of opportunities, of regular assessments as well, from the different experiences we'll have, and if we have to make some adjustments, we'll do it if it's possible.
Simon?
One of the great strengths of the team last season was the culture, the obvious togetherness and the spirit. Is that still there with so many new players, or do you have to rebuild that?
Yeah, it's always a reset. I think even if we started this season with the last starting 11, the main 11, I think it's always a reset, because people change, and if you don't start from scratch, I think it's a mistake. So it's a new challenge, and this togetherness will be really important. I think we showed it, for example, in Augsburg. Sometimes it was a bit tough, and the players were really well connected. So now it will be a key question in the Premier League, because we have to show it.
At the start of last season, the club was perhaps not the favourite to get promoted. Going into the playoffs, the club was probably not the favourite to win the playoffs. Going into the Premier League season, you're probably not among the favourites to stay.
This is a rule.
To stay in the Premier League. Can you prove people wrong again this season?
I hope so. This is really our mindset, because we don't know the future, and it's up to us to decide how we want to work, how we want to play, how we want to face the different challenges, how we want to be resilient, how we want to develop our togetherness. So it's up to us, and after that you can't control the opponent. Obviously the level will be high. Sometimes in this league, I think one player can make the decision. If they decide to win the game, they can win the game. So it's the case against the strongest team, but it's already the case against West Ham. They have talented players who can make the difference really easily. So it's a new challenge, but at the same time we are ready for that.
Last couple.
Regis, building on what's just been said there about breaking the rules, do you feel that the club is still riding the wave of momentum from the end of last season? And can you just feel the buzz in the city, even though you've been here at the training ground most of the time?
Yeah, I think this momentum started earlier, even after the promotion in Championship. The club had the opportunity to go in playoff. Struggled the season after. It was a different season, and now last season we had this opportunity to get promoted. So I think the power of the club is really sensitive. You can feel it, and now it's not enough. Obviously, you have to work and to show every season, every single day that you have this desire to succeed.
It's easy to forget that this is just your second full season in English football. What will you take from the first season, albeit in the Championship, and how personally confident are you about this campaign?
Yeah, I learn every day. So after one season, I can say that I'm a different coach now than I was one season before in front of you. So I'm learning, the club is learning, the players and the squad are learning. So we are getting better, and we have to challenge this new level. So we need this, I think, to grow.
And just finally, given all the new faces you've brought in this summer, is it actually fair to say that depending on the opposition, you will have a team to play them? There's not just one strongest 11?
Yeah, it's always a question, a new dynamic, and we can expect something, and I'm sure that something else will happen. Is it for the opponent or for us? And I think it's really important to have an open mind, because as a manager, as a club, we can set the foundations, and after that we are talking about humans, and they can evolve in one way or in another way. But if we feed the process, if we create a positive environment, I think many positive elements can happen.